Hello and welcome back to Relax and Play as I, Commander, am doing post-commentary on Dark Souls Prepare to Die. And boy did I die. This is one of those Wipe-A-Thon episodes, as you'll see soon enough. But it has been a very rough week, and so I apologize for the late posting. Little glitch there. As you see, I'm just cautiously looking around, and I see the Tower Knight, Tower Guard, whatever it's called. Fairly easy. It just moves really slow, and I think I just kill him with 2 hits. Not really difficult at all, so. See the little sorcerer up there? Well, not really little. This important item right here. This will actually improve the Estus Flask. So definitely want to pick that up and don't use it. I believe you just turn it into the Flame Keeper at Firelink Shrine. Which I haven't done yet, so. And that right there is the shortcut back to Firelink, and I'll get that later. I have no idea really how that missed, but it did. And I still can't figure it really out. When you see a blood stain, it always helps to look and see what happens, and it's obvious that he was overwhelmed by something. And that's my note to be cautious. Thought I heard footsteps here. Look around the corner. Hear the sorcerer casting spells. And I noticed through the window right there, one of those little hollowlings. And I try to snipe them through the window, but the angle didn't really work for me, so I am able to hit the sorcerer through the window. But I really didn't want to waste all the time just riddling him with bullets. He's pretty easy to kill in general. Bullets, arrows. Yeah, I just can't get a good angle. So walk up and aggro all of them. Let's use the special attack. Never underestimate these guys. They can wreck your shit. It's just ridiculous how fast they can kill you. And especially, I believe that sorcerer buffs them. So I didn't feel bad about killing them this way. Unfortunately, I just broke my sword. And I mentioned that it's been a rough week, so I kind of was just bull rushing, and then I started using the axe that I upgrade, and I learned really quickly how much I hate this thing. It just did not work for me. Now, I'm able to use it, and I probably could have beaten the boss with it, but it just feels so awkward compared to, say, the sword. And that's the reason right there. It just has the most awkward moveset for me. It's not fluid like the blades, or, you know, even if you're using a two-handed sword, it's just, it doesn't feel nearly as fluid. But I still try to give it a chance. It's just, it doesn't have the follow-up attacks that I kind of enjoy doing. It just does a swing and then you stop like that. Even if you hit the target, you pretty much just stop. And it really messed with my groove on a few encounters. Nice thing is, though, I was able to use a shield with it. I don't know why, I always like reading what people have to say, because sometimes they actually have a useful tip, or just... yeah, if that ever was the truth, to be honest. Now, this boss up ahead, I don't remember having too much trouble with it, but then again, I also used the Drake Sword last time I did it, and I'm actually upset with myself on how badly I let myself get whomped. These guys can die very quickly, and you can chop off this first one's tail and get an axe as well. But I think it's pretty much just like a standard axe. It's nothing like the dragon weapons. And right there I got it. My first mistake in this encounter was I did not kill the first one fast enough. Because as soon as the second one gets up, it just really makes it a lot more challenging. And I let myself get hit by stupid stuff. Don't know why I ran into the fire. Sometimes it's nice to just go back and rewatch the playthrough and see all the mistakes you make. They just don't give me a whole lot of opportunity to hit them. That's the problem. And I'm just desperately trying to kill the first one. And I should have fell back, but I didn't. I really went in for it. So I went back and died again. And died again. This time I decided to switch it up a little bit. I have my sword and I try to use the pine resin. Getting prepared for this one a little bit. And I die again. And so after a while, I took a break, and you know, you get to the point where you start to get frustrated with the game. And really what you got to do is you have to take a step back, think about your strategy a little bit. And the thing that I thought about was, what made it so easy the first time I fought him? Well, I had the Drake sword. So I forgot completely until I actually looked it up. Well, I didn't look it up. I actually went to the blacksmith. That you can repair it, and it's fairly cheap to repair. I was thinking I needed a dragon scale, but that's only to upgrade it. So I just go through with the big-ass sword I got here, get a couple souls, just clearing out the little guys, getting enough just to repair that sword. I hate those guys. They just attack so quickly. They don't do that much damage, but it's enough. And after actually using this weapon, I'm thinking about upgrading this one and using it instead of that battle axe. I've always liked two-handed swords better personally, so it just requires a lot of strength to use with one hand. I think it's 24, but I can use it fine two-handed. So went, repaired the sword, replenish my supplies, make my way back to those goddamn gargoyles. The one thing I do have to say about using this sword, you know, I believe this one has a similar moveset to the longsword. And the one thing that I can definitely say about it is it feels a lot more fluid than, say, using that battle axe. And that was the thing that was very unsettling, I guess. It really messes with your mind a little bit, your mojo, because you don't do the follow-ups that you're expecting yourself to do. And you actually end up standing there a lot more like an idiot. And it just feels good to have this blade back, especially with its special R-trigger ability that can be used easily against these guys. And at this point, I've done this path so many times, it's just, I just wanted it to be over. And what do? I walk in, go to kick his ass, get hit by his first attack, try to go ham on him, and I get wasted. Took a little breather, dusted myself off, went back to him. Actually used my brain, dodged abilities. And it's just like, why was this so difficult for me? And I even got a special drop, which I think it's special. I don't know, maybe they changed it. But that's the first time I remember really getting it. It's been a while, though. Fortunately, my trigger didn't work there. And then all this one does seems to breathe fire. It just loves it. And just like that, and I even got the Gargoyle's Halberd, which I've also never recalled getting before, so kind of a lucky day for me on that respect. As far as I know, the only difference between the Gargoyle's Halberd and the actual Halberd is, I believe, 5 physical damage. The scaling is, for the most part, the same. And the Gargoyle's Halberd only has regular type attacks, whereas the other Halberd has a thrusting ability as well. For the most part, it feels like it has the same, for the most part, same characteristics. If you miss your target, you're a little open, that kind of thing. So, and I was just so happy to finally get that. Honestly, the reward was worth it, but it just goes to show that sometimes you just need to take a step back, get a breather in. Because the more you get frustrated at something, the more difficult it is to deal with, I guess, is the moral that I'm trying to give to you. Just so satisfying climbing this tower, getting this bell. Yay! And I swore there's a way to slide down these ladders, but I just must have forgot. For some reason, wouldn't let me do it. That's why you keep seeing me pause there. I swear I've done it. And I remember there was actually a guy in here, and I was looking for him right now. I tried to slide down again, but I just can't get it to work. There's that creepy bastard.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Kareem, the Palm. Thou art a friend. For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
Something important that this guy has is he has the ability to remove curses. And he also can reset your reputation with other covenants, which can be very useful later on in the game if you screw something up with one.
Thou art welcome any time. It is only human to commit a sin.
That is a creepy laugh. But I finally defeated the gargoyles, got the first bell, and I have not decided where I'm going to go through from here. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.